Hello and welcome to the show. We are back on Planet Coaster. This is perhaps one of the videos I've been most looking forward to record of late. Just carrying on building this park because kind of really just want to build some theme parks, and I'm really pleased with how this one here is going so far. My plan for this episode is we're going to do a little bit of work on kind of beautifying the area slightly. We're also going to put in our first little sort of food court area, little food shops area, and I have a plan for it. I have a plan to how to make it exciting as well. So, we're going to build our first go-kart track. Of course, naturally, there is going to be plenty in the way of go-kart tracks around the place. This first one, though, is going to be a little bit different in that one of the we can fit it under there. Fantastic. One of the things that there's trees, of course. forgot that there are trees around. We will end up having to go around and replace some of the trees, I'm sure, at some point. But yeah, one of the things you guys wanted to see me build was an oval for the go-kart. Don't really know how it's going to work, if at all how it's going to work, but we're going to try building a little oval, and my plan is to have then like the inside of the oval to have that with our kind of food court areas. Now, what we're going to want to have is we're probably going to want to have it sort of start-ish around about, I want it kind of up against the path there. We will put it. Now, we admittedly are probably going to have to, if we just click done for now, we have to get rid of some of the trees out of this little area, and some of the rocks and stuff we'll have to vacate, and as will the lot over here. I'll re-put these in when we've got the oh, no, don't actually delete the go-karts. Oh, yeah, I'll re-put sort of some of the scenery in once we've got the oval built. It's only going to be a very, very simple, sort of small go-kart track, but that's all we need for now. We're going to... Now, admittedly, I am going to have this go up ever so slightly to let it curve over, otherwise it will get a little bit angry with me. In fact, I might be able to... We go angle snap. How little an angle it creates? Okay, we only need to go up by that much. Is this because of the... No, we need that. I want that to be... Oh, crap, we need to terraform a little bit. I don't want to do too much. Oh, crap, I don't want to do things like that. We want to do flatten to surface like that-ish. Okay, so that should now give us a nice solid-ish. Solid-ish is the... the FailRace motto for building stuff, as long as it's vaguely right, that'll work. Why are we not allowed to do that? I don't know why we aren't allowed to do that, actually. Okay, let's just delete that. Let's go and flatten. I'm wondering, is there something a little bit wonky with all the terrain? I know we've got roller coaster supports and so on. That's paths. I know we've got roller coaster supports and so on around. Oopsie, didn't want to do that. Size, go for a bigger size. Oh. Maybe not quite that much. Not quite that much. Sort of like there. Let's just flatten. Oh, I want to flatten it out to this level here. Flatten that out. Like so. And then we can go back to building our go-karts. Okay. So we want... we want the smallest little bit of a rise so that we can roll it over and then we can turn it. Right, awesome. We want this to be at... Yeah, we now want this to be at on the flat. Now, what we're going to go for is we're going to kind of go for... Oh, no, we're going to need to have it a much, much wider turn than that. It's a much, much wider turn than that. Because I kind of want to have it, yeah, like a proper oval circuit in terms of yeah, the core. So I don't want to kind of add in straight bits down here unnecessarily. And then we want to... I think that's straight. We want to kind of straighten that back up there. Then we will unbank it. Oh, it's going to be a little bit tight in the infield. It's going to be a little bit tight in there. But I'm worried if we go out too wide. Well, if we're out too wide, we're going to run into that hill, which I can get rid of. However, I quite like having that hill. I kind of want to ride on top of the hill. So we might... we've got to get some security guards. We'll worry about that in a minute. Yeah, we'll have that. And now, to make it distinctly un-overly, we are going to stick in a chicane down the back, because we can. Just to kind of give it that little bit more, I say a little bit more excitement, just for the game's rating system, that little bit more excitement. Are we... Oh, no, we're slightly on the wonk. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. We're a little bit on the wonky side of things. I don't know if there is a way I can do this of having it all lined up. No, I don't think there is. Oh, crap. I wanted to have... Do we want optional railing? Yes, we really do want optional railing. Okay. Hold on. If we select that, then we can have... entry speed... Oh, no, maybe we won't quite go crazy just yet. Exit speed, 22 miles an hour. Yeah. I don't know how that affects how they launch. I've got distracted completely, immediately. Optional railing, yes. Right, now we can go carrying on from here. Let's go zoomy, 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 zoomy. And we kind of wanted at that-ish angle by the looks, coming off of that corner. Yeah, is that then... So if we then rotate that to flat, then we can do that. And then we want that at 0 degrees. Is that now looking... it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Or good enough, anyway. And then we'll stick in our chicanes down here. Yeah, we'll only have one set of chicanes. Oh, should we go for a... Should we go for a... No, maybe we'll go for a narrowing... Oh, could be a little bit careful that we don't end up the wrong side of the... the wrong side of the bridge. Shall we go for just like a brief little squeeze? Just how to create a car crash section. From a chicane into a narrowing. And then we're going to now try and loop this around in a nice, smooth, controlled manner. I didn't pay any attention to how banked the previous corner was. I'd say that actually works pretty good. Okay, I like it. I like it. That's going to work. And then we have our stations. They're going to be on the inside. Oh, hold on. Not stations, sorry. That's going to be there done. The getting onto the right. Can we not? I thought we had it. Oh, did we not have it on the right side? I thought we had it on enter and exit from... Go away, go away. Edit track. So we want it to go that way. Round, enter, exit on the right. Yeah, so we want to go that way round. Shouldn't matter about kind of size. There we go. So we can enter there. We can exit over here somewhere. Okay. Now we will need to do something about the fact that, you know, anybody can just sort of wander onto the racetrack. Don't worry, we will take care of that. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do to take care of that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Now, we will need to get people over and onto our racetrack. I mean, yeah, it kind of works. I'm kind of quite happy with it. Now, it isn't the most exciting. It's not nauseating, so that's good. It's not terrifying. It's not the most exciting. We're not going to charge a huge fortune for it. As I said, this is supposed to be our basic little raceway. Oh crap! I got this map. I specifically got like a pre-built map to give us some sort of terrain to work around to make things a little bit more interesting, and now I'm just finding I'm deleting most of it. I promise we will put some trees back in again. Is that 8? It is 8. Right, so what we want to do here with this path, I'm just going to kind of get it going off in the direction that I want it to. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, maybe not quite that long. Yeah, we're just going to kind of get it setting off over in this way, because this is where we're going to take the park at some point, and that can then weave off over that way for now. And then we're going to have a smaller little path head off over this way. Do we want it 4, or do we want to go 6, perhaps? This is going to be a relatively busy... I'd say it's going to be a relatively busy path. This is kind of leading off into the other areas, potentially. They can go on over that way somewhere. Yeah, we'll have some rides over there. Now, what we do need to do is have a path that is going to... Ooh, do we make like a nice little footbridge? I don't want to kind of use too many of these tyre arches for the bridges, because I don't want them just to be absolutely everywhere, but we will use them from time to time. I'm just thinking, should we go for a nice little footbridge here? We will go... oh, is that not to scroll the height up? What have I done? What have I done? There we go. Okay. What game have I been playing where page up is to scroll the height of something? I don't really know. And, oh, now we've got to be careful here. Let's not do this in 2 lots, because that's going to really screw everything over. Because we've got to try and get that. It's not going to work from that angle. Okay. I wanted to go off there because it's just a nice, neat point. However, I think we're going to have to go... we might be able to come in across there. Oh, no, it'd be really dodgy. We've already managed to build everything a little bit confined. That's okay. It's fine. Nothing terrible. Oh. Oh, okay. Page. I don't know what's going on now with this. Why have we got that there? Go away. Okay, now we'll bring... I'm just holding mouse button, or holding click down, and that's doing the job. So we'll bring this bridge over here. We'll bring it down. That will then... Actually, what I want to do is just bring it a little bit further along here. Yeah, okay, and then we'll bring it down, and then down. Oh, okay, a little bit too late. Across, bring it down here, down there. Then bring it alongside the go-kart track. Not quite 100% perfect. Well, I say that my go-kart track's the bit that's not 100% perfect. However, what we can do is we can wiggle it a bit so that it looks like it's fine, even though it's not. Basically, that's what we're going for here. Make it look like it's okay. We'll just sort of vaguely wiggle the road around, and then we will come to a sort of stop up here. Right, perfect. So that's going to be the exit path. Actually, let's deal with entrance. Let's deal with the queue for the go-karts first, and then we will kind of... Oh, let's put angle snap back on for this. So we'll queue this along here. Can we not bring it down? Okay, one too many. We'll bring it back down there. Because these rides are going to be relatively busy for now, I'm just going to kind of snake the queues around. We are going to do stuff with the queues eventually. We might be able to fiddle around with this one a little bit. We will see. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the exit path. No, that's queue. Exit path. We're going to bring... Can I not... Why is that railed? Don't know why that's... Oh god, I think I've entered like some weird funky mode. What have I done? Why have I broken things? How have I broken things? Not sure why that's... There we go. Okay, now we're going to bring this exit queue. I don't know what's going on. I think I managed to cock something up somewhere along the way massively. That's going to come along there. Right, so that's kind of ride functionality done. That's an important part, don't get me wrong. That is an important part of everything, getting some functionality in our rides. That's quite narrow down there, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to load up. Now, I have got some various bits and pieces in the way of shops ready to go. Now, this might be... Oh, no, it fits perfectly. Oh, that's brilliant. So, this is... probably going to change because I'm not sure I'm 100% happy with the building itself, but this is our little kind of like pit area shop that we've got going on. It's got 3 food stalls in. Again, I might swap out the actual food stalls that we made it with. I've got hot dogs. We've got hot dogs. We've got a drink shop, and we've got hats. Hats are the busiest shop in the game ever. They are amazing. At least they were, unless they've changed something. So this is going to be our little pit stop area. That can sit in there for now. We might actually... Oh, we're going to need some toilets, of course. And there we go. Just bring this around here. In fact, do we curve this around with the track? Just kind of go up into here and around like so. Just have that as our little infield area. It's a little bit wonktastic. Maybe not. Maybe we'll forget about the wonktastic bend. Maybe we will just bring it up here and then straight across, like so. Because the other thing that we're going to need is some toilets, which I have got pre-built. This is going to be our style of toilets, the race loo, as I called it. It's relatively simple stuff. You know, it's nothing massively complicated. It's just sort of a concrete box around the toilets with some crash barriers, some tyre bundles, some flags. To me, though, it does the job. You know, it does the job of making it look like a sort of a racetrack area. We have also got... This was probably one of the things that took me the longest time to build was these grandstands. So to look the part, of course, at any racetrack, we've got to have some grandstands. And this is the one that I came up with. A relatively simple grandstand, I'm going to be honest. However, it does the job. It does the job of at least looking the part. Oh, we're off and we are underway with our first race at Mini Martinsville. I think that shall be its name, Mini Martinsville here. As they run, it's not banked enough to be Bristol. It's not banked anywhere near enough to be Bristol, so Mini Martinsville it is. As they all head through the chicane. Oh, good pass from the red car. Into the narrowy section that probably does nothing. Oh, I've got to get security guards. We've been distracted by go-kart. I mean, it's very easy to be distracted by go-karts. Security guard, we'll get you on the case. And I don't even know I've got a mechanic. We'll get one of you as well, and we'll get a janitor. Go on, jump in there. Right. That should try and keep the park clean. Yeah, so go-karts are on the go. Actually, it's quite cool. Quite like this area already. Oh, lots of people want to have a go at Mini Martinsville, although I might actually give them a couple more laps. I have to close it. Everyone's then got to vacate the area, and that will cause a traffic jam. You know what? You're only getting 2 laps at Martinsville for now. Okay, you just deal with it. Right. What I was doing before we got so rudely distracted by go-karts is if we... Oh, bugger. That's not going to work, is it? Oh, crap. That wants to auto-complete itself onto that queue. No! No, you disappointment. Disappointment indeed. Because it was built so that it will perfectly fit... Oh, no, bugger. It will perfectly fit a queue path down there. But, because it's so close... Oh, wait, I've got another idea. So if we stick that in there, and then... Oh, can we bring that around that way to get them out? And then we can delete that. So that can be got rid of. And then they've got to go past the race lose over there. Yes, we can do that. That's what we want to see. And then voila. Now that means that we can go and get the benches and things. Now, we have got these benches that are, I think, from the latest update. I don't remember them being a thing beforehand. So these are going to be our kind of race benches. And it's also, as far as lighting goes, the street lamps that we're going to be using a lot of are going to be kind of this style as well. I think it works. Again, it looks the part. I don't know if I can change the colour. Oh, I can change the colour of these. Oh, we're going to be here forever. Oh, wait, hold on. And orange. Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't actually know you could change the colour of these. Okay, this is all going to be... this is going to be brilliant. Oh, wait, hold on. So we've got black there, and then we want orange there. Yeah. And we'll make sure that I don't have to do this for every single one by copying next time around. It'd be kind of helpful if you could save templates of something. I don't know if you can replace the default colours here. I don't think there is a way to replace the default colours, because otherwise that would be really, really helpful with these. But I want them all to be black and orange. So yeah, that's cool. And then do we want it that way around? Yeah, actually, I think we do. I think we will have it that way around. Orange and black. Excellent. Duplicate over there, and then or is it just Control D, I believe, just to duplicate this a lot along. Unfortunately, I have just noticed it's a little bit wonky there. Okay, we're not going to have this pit bay. It's not going to have anything in it. Sorry, dude. It's just sat down. Again, things not quite placed 100% straight, but never mind. Past what we want. I remember what I'm doing. That can get deleted in there. We can faff around with something in that corner. We can fill in the gaps a little bit. We'll give another bin over here. Right. So that is going to be our little race shop. We can also possibly stick something in this gap. I'm not sure quite what we're going to have in that gap. We'll get something. We could get... I don't know. I don't quite know as of yet. Oh, bloody hell, there's many needs for janitors. Another one on the case. You're going to have a busy day cleaning up at Mini Martinsville. Over there. What do people think? Do people like the... Yeah, people are quite happy with... Oh, wait, hold on. Mini Martinsville? Sure. People are quite liking their 2 laps driving around in a circle. Admittedly, like a lot of theme parks, this is the sort of level of go-karts that you will get, quite frankly. There's one relatively close to me that literally... It's quite a long oval that you go around, but it is literally just an oval, and you drive flat out for the designated time, and that's about it. Right, we shall get on the levels of danger around... Start building on the station grid. That is what we want to do. We're going to try and build around the horrendous levels of danger that we have. So we want barrier. So we're going to set up a little... do we want to... Oh, crap. Are we going to have fun and games trying to place this along here? Oh, maybe we don't want to do that. Even better idea. Better idea. Build it on the station grid. What if we go for... we want walls, we want concrete. Now, I'm tending to build with the rough concrete. To me, it looks more like something you would see a pit lane built of, rather than the smooth concrete that you see around a lot, or sort of a lot of the building options on here. I don't think that the smooth concrete quite suits it. So what we're going to do is if we jump this all the way along here, I don't quite know what we're going to do with this corner bit, because it doesn't really want to know there. It's a little too... I might just put tyre bundles. Actually, yeah, tyre bundles will work. Yeah, we'll have to put it along here as well, won't we? So we'll build up the concrete. Now, one of the props I would love to have that I don't have access to is the railing like this sort of stuff. Unless I don't know the right place to look for it, which is possible. Let's actually have a search under buildings. So we have a railing. I mean, we kind of have this stuff. Have we a wooden railing that I'm not sure really does the job. Some stone railing. I mean, that's some fancy stuff. That's what is that? End pieces. Nah. Yeah, I mean, it's just not quite the right aesthetic for me. So we're not going to bother with that. We are going to, I'm hoping, is it under here? Yes, there it is. I think the one we're going to use is this metal railing. Now, it does the job for me. You know, that works, I reckon, on this building to look the part. Yeah, it's not quite perfect, because I would personally want to have the, continuity's sake, have the same railing. But again, it looks like something that you would see lining a track, sort of. We're just gonna smoosh this along. I think I've slightly fallen out of sequence with it, slightly fallen out of shape almost with it, because I'm trying to leave it with no gaps, and it's not quite going to work. Never mind, we can have that there. We won't worry about the end bit, because we're probably going to fill up. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Why have I done that? I just wanted to go across and select all of these, and then copy it to the other side. Then we want to go duplicate and advanced move. Zoom that across. Don't mind everyone in the go-karts. I'm not going to behead anybody. Well, not majorly anyway, with the railings. Oh, we're not going to need quite so much of it though, because of course we've got the gates to worry about, and then we will get rid of those bits. Actually, it fits much better on that side. We will just duplicate that one across. So we've got a little bit of railing over there. Okay, and then okay, so statue. Then we will get tyre bundles. Actually. Because we're building this in a building, I'm not going to go and be able to copy and paste my nice FailRace ones, so we'll have to spawn these in and then get the colours sorted out in here. Black and orange. Brilliant. And then we'll just kind of fill up. Oh, can we not have one? Oh, can we not have one in there? It's not going to let me put it there, is it? It's too close to the ride sort of launch. So we will just do that. Like so. We might have two. Let's just bring that one. Okay. We're going to bring this one here as far across so it's not clipping through the crash barrier. I'll just adjust the other two until they fit. Then we will, I reckon, be relatively good in terms of our Mini Martinsville circuit. So yeah, now we've got a nice little crash barrier here to prevent any go-karts escaping. Poor multicoloured head. What is your name, good sir? You have got... I don't even know if I can tell the name of the people who work on the things, because you, sir, have got the greatest hair I think we have seen. Look at that. That is mighty impressive. Right, let's get back to editing the building. And we will just copy across the tyres. Can't be bothered to... place another set of three, we'll just move the whole lot across to the other side. Brilliant. And then we will move this lot down this way to stop anybody from accidentally wandering onto the racetrack. I would hope that not that anybody's stupid enough, however, general public and everything. Okay, I'm actually really pleased with that. That looks... Oh, they might have to come across a little bit more. I mean, it doesn't really matter if, like, the tyres aren't perfectly straight, because they're probably not going to be. They're just going to be sort of chucked down. That'll do there. How is this ride doing? In terms of Q scenery rating is at 9%, which is kind of fair because I've not actually built anything around the Q area as of yet. Shall we? So one of the ideas I have, and we can kind of experiment a little bit with it in here because it's a nice sort of small contained area. We're going to want, I think, is that closest to sand? We're going to want, yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to build up like a little like pretend gravel trap around here so that we can, yeah, again, you know, it's just giving it a racing feel. Giving it a racing feel. We're going to jump into scenery. Do we want tyre walls or do we want barriers? I think we'll go for tyre walls, actually. I think we'll go for tyre walls. Oopsie. I don't think I can copy and paste. Can I copy? I don't think I can copy and paste the ones out from inside, like when they're in building mode, when they're like creating a custom building. I don't know if I can copy them out of there or not. I don't think I can, but never mind. Oops. We'll stick that there. Now, if we just go duplicate, now we're just going to kind of smack these around, not completely at random, but they're not going to be, you know, I'm not going to worry about, you know, aligning them 100% perfectly with one another and faffing about with the advanced move. Just drop them down, and again. And then what we will do, I have a cunning plan. You see, I have vaguely thought about this series, about what I want to do with this series. It's going to be a lot of me placing tyre bundles. Is going to be a lot of me placing flags. We are going to have a nice little. Now it should be. Oh, there we go. Oh, shall we get some flags in there as well? Again, just for good measure. Actually, we could stick some. No, let's not worry about flags for now. I know what I want to do with the entrances as well, vaguely. Again, ideas are probably going to change as we go around, but for now, that'll do. And then we want to get... Oh, is it going to be at a building? It might be, actually. So, what shop have we got in there? Hot dogs. So, if we go... hot dog squad. So, if we then get, like, a nice sign, we can have, like, our own little... pole might need to be a little bit taller. Just a thought. The pole might need to be... Actually, no, that kind of works. I kind of quite like that. It does do the... That does the job for me. We could have like a little sign on our tyre bundles. I think I might need to put barriers behind them. Unfortunately. Unless I smoosh them a bit closer. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to sort of the little titivating. How does that... Okay, that's up the Q rating marginally. Shall we get some... Let's get some trees. Yes, now comes the part. Like, this is what I end up spending most of my time playing Planet Coaster doing, is just faffing around with the scenery more... Oh, that's a massive burst. Nope. Way too big. Shall we go for some... Have we got any not utterly giant bushes that we can kind of fill in this area? Well, these can kind of go around this area a little bit. Yeah, I spend much time faffing around with scenery. Because to me, it's a lot more fun to have, you know, a park that's enjoyable to fly over. You know, when you're messing around with the cameras and so on, I want to have a park that I like, you know, just looking around and getting distracted by things. What sort of trees do we want in this area? Should we get some... So a nice maple tree in there, maybe a couple of these birch trees along that part. Sure. Oh, that's a giant one. Maybe... Whoop, that's an even bigger one. Let's just stick another one in there. Yeah, it's much more fun to have like a park that's just appealing to look at and one that you want to kind of explore around. So yeah, I will faff. I will faff plenty. They're tiny rocks. Should I get... Oh god, a little bit giant rocks. Let's just kind of fill in again. Just kind of fill in a little bit of space around here with something, so that the visitors do not get too angsty. Not that it matters a huge amount because I'm only playing on bloody sandbox mode. Sandbox mode, yeah. But still, that can all sit in there nicely, like so. That's going to fit around there. And I might get some barriers to fill in. Oh, it's going to be under trees though, is it? To fill in this sort of area. We'll do that later, actually. We'll faff around with barriers, I think, a little bit later. Another thing I did want to have a very quick look at was the ride entrances. We'll do it over fact, we've got a tyre bundle there where we want it. We'll do it over at Mini Martinsville while we are here. Not stack of tyres. I want the... How do I get to the post? Maybe if we move the hot dog sign slightly. There we go. We kind of want the whole thing just to be grey. We don't actually want the road flag. Yeah, that'll do. Slightly different colour top, but that's fine. Then we'll put the hot dog sign back on there. We did actually want that post, but never mind. We can make that. It's pretty quicker for me to make it grey again than it is to move the sign out of the way. And if we stick a pole here, do we want to stick it? Actually, I might just put it in the tyre bundle. To be honest, we'll stick it in the tyre bundle, and then don't want another one. We will make this one here grey and grey. And then we're going to have the ride signs. Now, is it under scenery or is it under... Aha, there we go. It is under scenery. Large sign. There's the ticket. That's what we want. We can stick this. See? Moving in the wrong axis. We can stick this here. And then across. Ah, almost perfect, actually. Almost perfect. A little bit further out. Ooh, okay. Do we not have a nice option just to sit like so? That will do the job nicely. And then, please let me fit this in. Martinsville. No! God damn it. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if there is anything I can do about that. It's really annoying. Oh, I guess here we're going to have to just get rid of the... Typical, I would pick the one name that's too long to fit in the damn thing. Mini Martinsville. That's going to have to do. I'll go for the racing text, partially because, well, it's just titled Racing, and also because it's about the only one that's vaguely readable. That one, that's not too bad. Nah, I still much prefer that. Right, Mini Martinsville. There we go. That is a new entrance. Yeah, we'll do something. I'll do something about the. We'll come back to the pit box. We'll sort that out with a little bit more decoration and so on. That will happen. However, the go-kart track is looking good. I'm actually, very, very pleased with how this one has turned out. People are liking Mini Martinsville. There we go. Mini Martinsville is really good value. 20% of people are complaining that the queue is full. That's what they're complaining about. They're complaining about the queue being full for our go-kart track. Oh, the scenery rating's up to 42% because I put all of the trees and stuff in. Brilliant. Prestige. Is this more prestigious than our racing roller coasters? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How long is the track of this? Be under some statistics. A 200-meter go-kart track is more prestigious than a pair of racing roller coasters. Because that makes perfect sense. Well, I will leave you with that thought. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And until next time, goodbye.